The fate of the Julian-Cuyamaca Fire Protection District is now in the hands of voters with Measure A. A yes vote on the initiative would dissolve the district and its volunteer force. Fire protection would then be handed over to the San Diego County Fire Authority.
And there's a lot of small government people up here who just do not trust anything bigger than their neighbor.
Michael Hart is the editor of the Julian News and has been covering the fire department for years.
The average person that lives in Julian is confused because they don't know what to believe.
The situation is confusing. Here's what's happened so far. Last year, the Fire Protection Board voted to dissolve the district and consolidate with the County Fire Authority. The county, which contracts with CAL FIRE, moved into the Julian Fire Station in June. But since then, the volunteers and their supporters gathered enough signatures in a petition to bring the issue to this week's vote.
What would happen is the San Diego County Fire Authority will take over the district. And that would then make Julian-Cuyamaca the last small district to join the fire authority.
It gets even more complex. The board members who voted to dissolve the district have since resigned or been voted off the board. Now everyone on the board supports the volunteers. Bill Everett is one of the new board members.
We had over 800 signatures for people that wanted to see this go to the ballot, and 99.9% of those people are pro our fire district and pro our volunteers.
But that's not all there is to this issue. Money is also a concern. Last fall, Julian residents voted against a measure to increase funding for the volunteer district. Despite that, the new board believes they have enough money to sustain the volunteers.
We're just simply going to make it work. That's part of what our strategic plan is about, is to make sure that we have the financing and the funding to be able to provide the service that we say we're going to provide.
That strategic plan was not finished when we talked to him. But not everyone in Julian thinks the volunteers are the community's best option. Carl England heads up the Yes on Measure A campaign. He thinks it makes more sense to work with the county.
It doesn't seem rational to most people that we would turn down $2 million a year in a full-time, 24/7, 365 days a week, professional fire organization.
The union that represents CAL FIRE firefighters is also supporting Measure A. They say if it fails, there won't be an automatic aid agreement for responding to emergencies in the area. Patrick Walker is the vice president of the union chapter for San Diego County. He says CAL FIRE would respond to wildfires, but
what it is the 99 other calls we have to go to. The person that crashes on a sled, or crashes on a 78 coming to visit, or went to go get a pie, and gets in a head-on collision. Those are the calls that we need to be concerned about.
Ballots in the special election are due on Tuesday and are set to be counted on Thursday. Priya Sridhar, KPBS News.